What's up, guys? I'm back. So, I I thought I might do it like do this video like Fraps it, but that would just take a really long time. I figured I can just talk to you guys about it. So, um, yeah, before I had to go have surgery, there's this whole BlizzCon new WoW information thing, and so they formally announced the Mists of Pandaria expansion. Overall, I think the scenery looks nice. I think it's pretty cool. Looks like the Pandaren can either be Horde or Alliance, which is going to be kind of strange. I was hoping that they just make it like a whole other third faction, like the Horde and the Alliance versus these Pandaren. But I don't. I guess the Panda people are too friendly to hate both the Alliance and the Horde, so it's whatever. They released a new monk class, which could be cool. Um, Overall, it looks like they're trying to make the game more available to casual players, which is fine. The new battleground systems look neat. I'm not going to really get into those. I think Zyback talked a lot about them. I haven't watched any of his videos because I've been in the hospital. But yeah, I'm not going to talk like about everything right now. What I mainly want to talk about is the new talent system. Now, first of all, before I even get into what the talents are specifically for warriors, the first thing that comes to my mind is like we only get 6 talents. Like, part of the cool thing about leveling is you get new stuff and it changes the way that you play the game. But if it's only going to change the way you play the game every 10 levels, that's kind of weird. Like you don't even get a new talent halfway through the PvP bracket. So they're making it like, I know the game like really just started once you hit level cap, but like they're making it like really 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 only start once you hit level cap. But that's whatever. Let's talk about the warrior changes. The first thing I thought when I looked at the new talent trees, I was like, yes, we're finally getting everything that we need to be effective. And they were like, JK, you have to pick one. And I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't mind it at first. Like, at level 15, you get to choose between Juggernaut, which makes your charge have a 12-second cooldown instead of 20-second cooldown. Or you can choose Double Time, which has a 20-second cooldown, which means that you can use your charge twice for incurring its cooldown, which might be the talent to pick, actually. If you think about it, charge is going to have a 20-second cooldown, and the ability itself is going to have a 20-second cooldown. So, I don't know. It might make it so that charge cooldown doesn't start until you use it after, which makes it like have like a 40-second cooldown. I have to see the mechanics behind it. Like, it seems like Juggernaut would be the one to choose anyway, just because it's 12 seconds or 20. And then, of course, you have Warbringer, which is like your charge also roots target for 5 seconds. Now, I was thinking we should have all of these things. Just make double time on like a 30-second cooldown or something like that. We should get everything. Take away the charge stun if you want to, but we could have the root instead. But no, they're like you have to pick one of them, and I was like, well, that's some bullshit. All right, this is what really pissed me off. Is that I see the next tier, and we have to choose between Enraged Regeneration and Second Wind. It's like, what is that? Impending Victory, you can use Victory Rush at any time with a 30-second cooldown and at 20 rage cost. That's also kind of cool. But I mean, like, why would you do that? Like, we should be able to have Enraged Regen and Second Wind and Impending Victory if we fucking feel like it. Just put on a longer cooldown. But yeah, Regen, they just made it a flat 30% of your total health over 10 seconds, which is like, whatever. They didn't buff Second Wind at all. They just makes it generate 20 rage and 5% of your health. But they also combined that with a Blood Frenzy, or like whatever Blood Craze, so that you can regen your health like whenever you get hit. I mean, they nerfed it while they combined the 2 talents. So like, I feel like I would probably pick Second Wind at this point. Like, I want sort of like a continuous passive regen, even though in an arena setting it would probably be better to have like a big heal while your healer is CC'd, And I feel like Enraged Regen might be better, but I don't know. Victory Rush heals for a shit ton. It only has a 30-second cooldown. I feel like at this point, Impending Victory is even better than Regen. Like, Victory Rush heals for a lot, and it's not even a heal over time. It's like a chunk of health. So I'd have to choose between Second Wind and Impending Victory in this situation. Like, I think Regen is going to be kind of useless, because Victory Rush heals for so much more. It only has a 30-second cooldown, so whatever. And you don't have to be enraged for it either. But I want Second Wind, man. I like having that passive heal. It makes warriors so much less squishy. Like, without those like sort of passive healing effects, we're gonna die really fast. So probably gonna go second win even in that situation. This next one, this also really pissed me off because like here I was thinking that we were gonna get all of these things and it would make so much sense. Like, but we have to choose between throwdown and piercing howl. It's like, what are these guys thinking? You know, I don't even understand. Like, we need all of these things. And cripple almost made sense to me. Like I was like, yes, we should get cripple too. Cripple said that your auto attack and rend ticks maim your target, reducing their movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. So that means like we'd be like a rogue or a feral druid, where like we don't have to do anything to have our slow be applied. But that's not the case. And I feel like for arena, you're still going to need throwdown. You're still going to need that stun. Doesn't really matter. I mean, like the two slows, like those would make sense just to have them anyway. Like maybe you should be able to pick two of these things in all of your trees, or at least two of them for like a certain amount, except for like your last one. Like maybe you could pick two talents in half of the talent trees, and like three talent trees you could pick two, except for like the last one, which you could definitely only pick one. But I mean, like we need throwdown and this other stuff. I don't really understand. I wonder how limiting it is for other classes. So then in the next one at level 60 we have gag order, which you know, has a silence for a 3-second silence on your heroic throw or pummel. Root interruption, probably not going to use that just because it's like the most. It's not even an interrupt. It's just a proc, or it's just a event off an interrupt. And disrupting shout looked really cool. And this is at this point I was still thinking like, if we're getting all these things, that would really make sense. But disrupting shout interrupts all spellcasting within 10 yards, prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds. So I'm not sure if that's a, yeah, that sounds like just like a ranged AoE pummel, which is awesome. That would probably be even better than gag order. But gag order would have a longer range, but like interrupting all spellcasting in an AoE, that's pretty cool. But I mean, I feel like you should be able to pick two of those as well. Like you should be able to have rune interruption no matter what, and then maybe pick gag order or disrupting shout. But whatever. I don't want to just be whining about it. And then the end of it is like, well, at 75 you get deadly calm, which is like your next 3 heroic strikes. Fuck that. No, that's dumb. Like, I mean, I know you could get 3 heroic strikes in a deadly calm before, but now it makes like your mortal strike and mortal strike and overpower and hamstring not free, even though you'd probably need them to be free. But so deadly calm seems like definitely not the one to pick. Bull rush, your charge and intervene and rage you for 6 seconds. I mean, an enrage effect is good, but for 6 seconds it's not that good. It seems like Death Wish. But Death Wish it's not even like your attacker's reckless abandon for the next 10 seconds. What does that even mean? Which enrage you and cause you to generate additional rage from damage received. So it's on a 3-minute cooldown just to be enraged, and you take 5% additional damage. That seems definitely like a Fury talent. I mean, Deadly Calm, it seems like the arms talent, but it's not even that good. Like Bull Rush might be the one to take even in arms, just so you get that enraged effect. Like, so you definitely hit people really hard whenever you charge. I don't know. It just seems a lot, like really dumb in a lot of ways. This last tier is like Avatar seems pretty cool. Like you're immune to movement impairing effects when you're avatared, and you do 20% extra damage. Like, why even Bladestorm? Unless like, I don't know how much damage Bladestorm does right now, but if it does 150% weapon damage right now, it's only for 6 seconds. I don't know how long a Bladestorm is now anyway. It's a 1.5 minute cooldown to do 150% weapon damage. Like I don't think any arms warrior is going to get shockwave unless you want an extra stun. But Bladestorm would be cool, but the Avatar seems kind of interesting, just to get 20% extra damage and your attacks generate extra rage. That'd be pretty intense for 10 seconds as an arms warrior. Pop trinkets and Avatar and a wreck. That'd be pretty scary. That's like getting Death Wish back in your arms spec, like you used to have in Burning Crusade. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not really convinced that I like this style. I think we should get a lot of the things that we're having to pick between. I don't know. It's been 9 minutes. Like this is just a first discussion. I'm sure we'll end up talking about it in the live stream. But like, my main thing is like, we should be getting pretty much all of these things. We shouldn't have to pick between them. All these things are things that would make a warrior viable again, except maybe the last tier. But like picking between like piercing howl and throwdown, it's not cool. Picking between enrage regen and second wind is not cool. Those are abilities that we should have anyway. Don't give us cool shit and then take away other stuff that we need. You've been doing that like since Cataclysm started at least, so it's not cool. But I'm gonna continue to play Warrior. I'm interested in seeing what this new expansion brings, but I hope they rethink the talent system. Maybe when I get a little bit more information, I'll talk about the new arenas and battlegrounds. But I just want to let you guys know my initial thoughts on the talent system. So thanks for watching. I'll see you a little bit later. Peace.